Assalamualaikum to all. Good evening. Hi, whatever. That time at different areas. So, my name is Dr. Badrun this and I so you are at the MedED and Research Solution. We're attending the pre-web party. So, our topic is search data analysis and data publication. So, a short introduction of mine. If you don't know me, my name is Dr. Izir. I am a graduate of Pakistan from USMLE College. I have done my MPhil Public Health from PLAB University. I have done the MRCEM. I am registered as GMC, Ireland, and I have worked in Saudi. Now I'm working as a specialty registrar in emergency medicine, NHS London. So, why I started this program and why I wanted to do a free webinar and what was the purpose, why I invited my guest, special guest, to teach you that how to start the publication, search, why it's important in your life. So while working in Pakistan, I uh, observed that everyone want to do a research, but they didn't know how to start. The problem is that how to start it. And when I came here, it's very important that the people who are going for USMLE in America, Australia, and there's my friend and junior doctor who asked me that he want to learn. He is applying for the training job in Australia, and he has applied for the training job in UK. The only thing that is missing is the research publication, and he does not know how to do it. And that time, I thought that why we should not take initiative and we should start it. I'm not audible. If there's an issue,
Yes, sir.
voice is not clear. Hello, voice is clear now.
Dr. Fizzer, it's clear.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. God, I daily teach different courses and it's okay. Thank you very much to all. Okay, so where were we? So that's why I decided that why I should not take initiative and we should start with the free webinar and give you the idea that how you can also become a first author, second author, how can you do the meta-analysis research. So that's why I have invited Dr. Rehan Shakil. He is a non-doctor, but now you can say that he is also a doctor of publications. He was my class fellow, Rehan Shakil. He is a research analysis specialist. He is working as a lecturer in the University of Punjab. He had a 15 years of professional experience, healthcare management, laboratory system. He is also aligned with the big chain of laboratories in the Pakistan, and also expert in research methodology, biostat, SPS, scientific writing. So when we were studying, although I was the class representative, but whenever we have any problem with the research, my colleagues and anyone, they used to ask the Dr. Rehan Bhai. So Rehan Bhai is expert in research, publications, and meta-analysis. So I have invited him to do a free webinar and let the people know that how we can start the research and how can we do the meta-analysis, all these things. So next, our guest would be Dr. Muhammad Jahangir. He is a PhD biochemistry and working as a director in Lahore University of Biological Sciences, Lahore. So he is also PhD in biochemistry with 100 plus applications. He will also give his insight about the publication research. So we have invited him to especially to give us 5 to 10 minutes on research and publication. So that's what I have talked about how the research can open door to the global opportunities. Whenever you are appearing in the interview, either in Australia, UK, USA, Canada, Ireland, they will ask about the research. If you have done the research paper, have published the research paper, that means you want to do something for the community. Okay, research is all about that you want to do something for the community. So there are many people in the Pakistan, they are doing paid researches, but my purpose to do this is that you should you should not waste your money. You should learn that how to do a research, and then you can do your own research. So that main purpose is whenever you are applying for the match, the people who are going for the USMLE, they know how it works, what is the worth of research. And I am in the UK. I know that there are 8 marks in the training jobs. Where if you are a first author, and second author is 6 marks, and third author is 4 marks. So that's how weightage, how high the weightage is it. And same for the Australia when you are going for Australian pathway, that same, and then the Canada pathway. And when you're applying the jobs in the Ireland, and when you are in the Ireland, you're applying for the trainings. And other than that, if you're a non-doctor and you want to excel in your field, that research is the publication, these matter. When you're applying for the scholarships, if you want to go outside the UK, Australia, you want to get the PhD scholarship, that they ask you that have you published a paper, anything like that. So that's very important. Either that doesn't matter you're a doctor, either non-doctor, but publications matter. If you are in within Pakistan, you don't move to abroad. Instead of that, I know when I joined as a uh, assistant professor, although that was honorary job because I am it was my start of the career as a faculty. So they asked me if you will publish 2 papers within a 2 years, so we will give you a permanent job of AP, and with that will be you will be registered as assistant professor in PMDC. And all know about that. It's very important when you are doing the MSMD from any university. Either you are doing the FCPS, so that CPSP asks you to publish the dissertation like that. And same for when you are working as a SR. Please mute. Okay. When you are working as a faculty, mean you are working. You start from the senior registrar, that is SR as faculty position, and then you move on to the assistant professor. For that you need the 2 publications. Then when you move on to the associate, I think that need 3 or 4, and then when you move on to the professor, then you need 5 publications. So that's it's very important. If you are done, you are working in a Pakistan and you don't want to move abroad, then also it's very important. So next, that's what I have to say, and then I will not take your time a lot. So we will give time to our guest, Rihan Shakil Bhai. So I will make you Rihan by your academic, with the name of academic.
Okay, so if you look closer to the paper, uh, then it, just imagine if someone send you that paper and take some time and just look at the paper. What do you notice on that paper? I want to see how you see the paper, how you feel when someone send you paper, what you actually see in the paper. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. First of all, thank you very much for joining today's webinar. Whether you are a BA student, an MPhil scholar, a PhD researcher, or a faculty member, uh, or a healthcare professional, I believe everyone of us had challenges while conducting research. So today's webinar is not another lecture on research methodology. In fact, I am not here to teach you research methodology today. And I want to show you something that most universities never show us. As every published paper has a hidden story. So every published paper is the result of dozens of important decisions which we take. So today we are going to uncover those decisions actually. By the end of this webinar, uh, the goal is very simple that I want to look at every published paper differently. I want to teach you actually how to look at every paper differently. Uh, During the session, I will ask you to reply. I want to make it a very, interactive session. So during the session, I would like you to answer some questions in chat. So I think what sort of audience is there with me uh, and how we can take the session onward. So let's start with how many of you have started research or you are planning to start within the next year. Okay, so I guess answers are mostly that people are planning to start. Excellent. That means that today's discussion will be valuable regardless of where you are in your research journey. Let's begin very simple question that why does research feel difficult to you? So people will answer different for this question. Some when I ask my students this question, why do research is difficult for you? So the answer are different from their side. Some students say I cannot find a topic. Others say I don't understand statistics, and some struggle with literature review. So different people stuck at different stages of research journey. I would like to start with a paper, a published paper. I have shared that paper already in the group, WhatsApp group. I will like you to open that paper. So we can make that paper as a reference and we can move forward with that paper. Please open the paper and let me know that you have opened it. I think people not find the paper in the group. Dr. Fizer, can you check please if there is some restriction in the group?
No, because some people are not in the group. I am sharing here in the chat. Okay, just wait.
Okay, okay. Okay, now the paper is there in the group. Please download and see what you look in the paper, how you see what you can see in the paper, what is there. Okay, as I can see, people are replying mostly abstract in the summary of our paper objective, methodology. These things are visible to everyone. But I want to tell you the story that what we are looking is not exactly how this paper came in front of us. This paper looks like 8 to 10 pages, but I want you to think differently. That what is hidden behind this paper? Uh, there are more than 100 hidden decisions in the paper, and after those decisions, actually, this paper came at this stage that you are saying. So it is the product, it is the output of those hundreds of decisions. It is not actually the start. So what you are seeing is actually an iceberg. If you look at it like an iceberg, so it is the published paper, title, abstract, tables, figures. What you are seeing is actually the tip of an iceberg, and the real decisions which are taken behind this are are behind this, are beneath this iceberg. So what are those decisions? The research gap, literature review, research question, methodology, sampling, data collection, analysis, interpretation, scientific writing, publication process. All of these are the decisions. We will go through every one, and in today's webinar we will see how every step is of this uh, research paper. So I want you to realize that everything behind a research paper starts with our decision. So every decision is important in our research. So the first hidden decision is choosing the right public health problem. Let's look at the example paper. The author has decided to study smartphone addiction and sleep quality. Uh, if you see the title, the author has decided to study smartphone addiction and sleep quality. But there is a question: why this problem? Why not obesity? Why not hypertension? Why not diabetes? There are thousands of health problems. How did they choose this one, and why they choose this one? Actually, the researcher ideas are coming from many places, the observations which we are doing in daily life. Uh, the ideas can come through various books, what we are reading. Any question arising in our mind brings an idea. So we have to judge before starting the research what idea we have to work on. Is actually we have to check whether it can be researched or not. A good research do not begin with an interesting topic. It actually begins with an important problem. So we have to check if what is the intensity of that problem, what is the strength of that problem, significance of that problem. So the difference between an ordinary researcher and a great researcher is that it is the ability to recognize how important the problem is. So researchers selected here smartphone addiction and sleep quality because a researcher problem is chosen based on its significance, relevance, and existence of knowledge gap. It is not simply because it is one of the many health problems. Uh, the main issue is it significance, is it relevant, or is it focusing on existing knowledge gap or not? The topic may have been selected because it is a growing public health concern. If smartphone use has been increased dramatically, especially among students and young adults, it can be previous studies suggest a possible relationship. Uh, I am telling you the possible reasons why the author has selected this topic. It could be due to a public health concern, growing concern. Smartphone use has increased a lot, and previous studies has suggested maybe some reader has gone through literature and he found that there should be a more study on this relationship between sleep and sleep quality and the smartphone usage. Maybe a research gap existed. A person want to research on this and he did not find any relevant literature. So he started research on this topic. The problem is maybe the feasibility. It was the problem he found was the feasible to study. Finding may have practical, maybe the findings of this research has some practical implications. So these are I want to tell them many reasons can be behind this. So the topic actually not coming. Main thing is I want to tell that the topic is not coming from anywhere. it has some implications. It has some criteria that we have to find the topic. So there are thousands of health problems, as I told you, which could be important. But as a healthcare worker, as a public health worker, we have to see what is important as in a public health. Is it existing? Uh, there is some existing research gap, feasibility, available resources, and all of these factors make it a topic choosable. So smartphone addiction and quality was selected because the problem is increasingly common. It can be measured reliably, and may provide useful evidence for improving health in the target population. Okay, now let's see. You have discovered what is the important field what you have to study. The field of study you have chosen. But the second thing we have to see if how we have taken a topic. Let's say we have taken smartphone addiction, and after that, yeah, go directly to research, start research. No, we have to do evidence-based research. So where you will find the evidence? The evidence will come from literature. You have to see the literature. In literature, you will see if let's say you are going to research on the topic smartphone addiction. What you will research about smartphone addiction? How you will know what is already known about smartphone addiction, what is already not known about smartphone addiction. So it's not enough actually to know only the area of research. So we have to find out what is not known about this topic. To find out what is not known about topic, we have to go into the literature. We have to see what already been researched about this topic and what we already don't know. So what we already don't know is the research gap. So as you see that finding a area of research is a skill, how we will find how it is significant or not. Similarly, finding a research gap is also a skill that how you will search the literature, how you will see what is known, what is not known, and then you will clearly able to mention that what is the problem actually we want to search. So finding a research gap is the second hidden decision which we have to take. And here comes the services of MedEd. We are here for that. We are launching the programs which will help you finding these research problems. These hidden decisions are actually the milestones where most of the students stuck in the research. Some students stuck only at the first point, at the first decision, that what problem they should actually research. Some students fall on the second milestone, that is research gap. They find the area, but they don't know what is the gap in this area. So we will be helping you in the course how to find the research gap uh, systematically. Then if you find a research gap also, the another important decision about this is how you will transform your research gap into a research question. It is another important. Many students confuse topic with the research question. A topic might be smartphone addiction, but a researcher asks another way, like what factors are associated with smartphone addiction among university students in Lahore. So you can see the difference. Smartphone addiction is a topic, and factors associated with the smartphone addiction is a question. So the first is a subject, research question that can actually be investigated. So smartphone addiction is only a topic. It tells us the general area of interest, but it does not specify what we want to study. So, what factors associated with smartphone addiction among university students in Lahore? It is a research question because it is specific, it can be investigated through data analysis, and it is focused. So, there should be the properties of our question. That our question should be very clear, it should be very specific, it should be very focused. If a question is not focused, it is not actually researchable. So if you see in the question, the population is defined university students, the outcome is defined smartphone addiction, and variables like factors associated with smartphone addiction, location is defined. So it is a very a question is actually very clear and very specific and very focused. So it make it different from the area of research. In research, we begin with a broad topic, but we conduct the study by answering the focused research question. The research question gives the study a clear direction and make it possible to collect, analyze, and interpret data systematically. Uh, at the end, what makes a good research question? It is clear, it is specific, it is measurable, and it is relevant. Now there comes a question: how do we answer it? We have a broad area. We have selected the area of research. We have made question from that, but now comes the problem: how we will answer that? How we will answer that question? Once we have a research question, the next step is to decide how we will answer that question. So this is where the study design comes in. Study design is actually a thing which tell us how we will find the answer of that research question. It is a blueprint or plan for conducting the research. It tells us how participants will be selected, what data will be collected, and when it will be selected, how it will be analyzed to answer the research question. All, all of this, all of these questions, how we will answer them. So different research questions require different study design. It depends on the type question. It is on type of question. What type the for example, if you want to identify factors associated
Please
with
mute yourself. Dr. Faiz or Faiz, can you mute yourself? Thank
for example, if we want to identify factors associated with smoking addiction, an analytical cross-section study may be appropriate. If we want to test whether an intervention reduces smartphone addiction, we need an experimental study, such as randomized control trial, would be more suitable. So, in simple terms, the research question tell us what we want to know, and the study design tell us how we will find the answer. So researchers have many choice in the research design. It can be cross-sectional, it can be case control, it can be cohort, it can be randomized trial, it can be qualitative mixed method. So here's something I want you to remember that research design is not chosen because it's easy. It's chosen because it best answers the question. That's a major shift in thinking that I want you to change. Many of the students actually adopt a research design a study design because it's easy, but it's not the right way to decide a research question. And most of the researches are uh, because of this reason these are rejected proposals. So research design should be uh, according to the research problem. What is the research question? And it should be according to that research question. How we can find that question? Which research design can uh, give the best answer of that question?
If you have any
Okay,
relevant
now
question, so you can type in the chat box. Okay, either we will also take the question at the end of it. Carry on, Ryan, bhai, carry on. If there is anything,
okay.
so I will also. We can reply. I will select
Okay.
the question. We can reply at the end, whatever.
Okay. Okay. So till now we have selected the research design. We will help you in our course, the program which we are designing for you. We will help you. We will teach you how to select the best appropriate design for each question type. For for what type of question, what sort of design is the best. So until now, we have seen the decision that how the research design will be selected, but not collected the data actually. So now the next decision is selecting the right participants. Now you have decided what will be the what will be the population, what how you will select collect the data, and all design you have done. Now the time is to take decision that how what will be the right participants, how you will choose the participants. So imagine you are studying smartphone addiction. Again, we go to the sample research paper. Uh, just imagine that you are studying smartphone addiction among university students in Lahore. So will you study every student? Uh, Impossible a sample. If you see in the article, they have written how many people they have selected to take sample from. So one of the main decision in this is the size of population. What will be the size? How many people you will collect sample? And another thing is the criteria of your participants. What will be the inclusion criteria? What will be the exclusion criteria? You have to decide the inclusion criteria, what people you will include in the research, and then you have to tell the exclusion criteria so that how and which people you will exclude from the research. So it is important, these questions are important, that how many participants are enough for the study. When you submit your paper in any journal, so the auditor see the main thing that is it enough for the statistically it is enough to make an evidence or not. And the people who are included in the study, they should be like that or not, the criteria should be different. So these all are the scientific decisions. It is usually impossible to study every university student in Lahore because it would require too much time, money, and effort. Instead, researchers select a sample, a smaller group that represent the larger population. So, to ensure the study is valid and reliable, researchers make scientific decisions about who should be included, who should be excluded, what should be the participant size, uh, and these decisions are based on research methodology. What is your the first decision? What is your question? and then methodology is based, research design is based on that question, and then the sampling is based on that, your what methodology, what design you have chosen actually, and what statistical test you have to perform. So for some statistical tests, you need more number of samples, and for some statistical tests, you need less participants in a study. So all of these questions are basically dependent on your methodology, your research design. So in simple words, we don't study everyone. We carefully select the right people in the right numbers so that the results accurately represent the population and answer the research questions. Now, after this step, we will finally have participants, but we are still missing something. How do we collect meaningful information from those people? We have decided all, we have made criteria, but we have not still collected the sample. So the next is our journey to collect. I have to tell you that we have discovered, so what we have discovered so far is a published paper is not simply written, it is built decision after decisions. So we have what decisions we have taken so far. Problem, first decision was the healthcare problem. Second decision was to find a gap, how, what is the gap, and then turning that gap into a question, and then we decided study design and then sampling. Now, until this step, we are only the halfway through the journey. We have not started talking about statistics yet. We have not started interpretation or publication. So far, we have built the foundation of the research project. But having a well-designed study is not enough until here. We still need to transform this data. Now we have a questionnaire, we have a design that what we will collect the data. So how would that data will be transformed into decisions? It is another question. We have to understand where the different study design fit in the hierarchy of the evidence, and explore how modern researchers are using AI to work more efficiently. That's exactly where now we are going. So, yes, the next decision what we have to take is measuring variables from concept to when we have taken a question. We are not once we have identified problem, we have found the gap, we have developed question, we have checked the study design, we have we have we have chosen participants. Now let me ask you something. Suppose I ask you, are you healthy? How will you answer about this question that you are healthy? And I will ask you healthy. If you say healthy, then healthy according to whom? Healthy based on which criteria? Healthy measured using what? So here is intervention comes place. Here is
Okay, that's
the
fine. But you don't have that
methodology
one
of
in 9?
researchers come in place.
Please mute.
Oh,
Mute
this one is
everyone.
1. No, this one's a 9, right? But what
Everyone
about this
please
one?
mute.
This one.
Membrane.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
This is where research becomes scientific. Researchers don't measure ideas. Researchers actually measure the variables. What I want to tell you from the question that are you healthy? You cannot simply judge if you are healthy or not. You need some criteria. And that criteria in research, we actually don't measure the idea directly. We measure variables. So to measure variables, we use the validated questionnaires or data collection tool. If you see at our example paper, In our example paper, the researcher do not ask any participant, do you use your phone a lot? No, not like that. They used a question because they used a questionnaire. Let me share with you and I show you here. Yes, if you see here at page number 3 in Myers, for measuring the different variables, like one variable we have smartphone addiction. For smartphone addiction, they have chosen a validated scale that is called SASSV. And for another variable like uh, our sleep quality, they have chosen a scale Pittsburgh Sleep Quality Instrument PSQI 30. So these are different, I mean to tell you, different questionnaires actually are used, different scales, validated scales or validated questionnaires we are using to measure the uh, variable. So researchers used validated questionnaire that have been significantly tested. If you don't, let's say we make it clear with some example. If some blood sample, let's say if some blood sample is tested in a lab, in two different we test some blood sample using the same standardized method. What we expect from that? We expect same results definitely from both labs. If standardized, though both labs are doing same standardized method, the result should be same. It should be reproducible. Similarly, if on same topic, researchers are doing research from different corners of the world, the outcome should be similar. The data should they collect should be similar. So to standardize this data, what we select from the population, we use validated questionnaires. We use standardized questionnaire. If we will not standardize from every corner of the world, people will collect different sort of data. So that will not be comparable from each other. That's why there is need of validated questionnaire. So how we say that our questionnaire is validated when our results are consistent and they are reproducible. So research work in the same way as I told you in the example of the blood test. If different researchers use the same validated questionnaire or say on similar populations, they should obtain similar result. That's why validated questionnaires are used. They provide standardized, reliable, and reproducible measurements, making the findings more accurate and scientifically trustworthy. So choosing the right data collection tools is another skill needed to be learned. Or in case we don't find a validated data collection tool, then developing your own data collection tool is another important skill in Merit Learning program, which we are launching. You can learn this skill in detail. What happens if maybe the question arises in your mind that what happens if you fail to choose validated data collection tool? So the simple answer is data will be compromised. If garbage will be in, the garbage will be out. So if the data will not be correct, your output will definitely will not be correct. So even the best statistician cannot correct your data, cannot fix your data if the quality of data at the time of collection was not correct. You have to go back to the field and check the data. If your data is very important skill, you have to learn that how to select the validated questionnaire. And if you don't find a validated or reliable questionnaire, So you have to make your own, and you have to how to make a question reliable. It is a skill that you will learn in our program. Okay, now moving forward, we have now we have good data. Comes next. Here comes the part of statistical data. How what statistics you will choose to examine data? Is the question you have you selected the data, you collect validated, reliable. Next which comes in our way is right statistics. What statistic you will use? What will be the good statistic that will give you the best answer of your question? The hardest part is not the question you are trying to answer. And let's take some examples like if I ask what is the average age of the students, I am describing my data. And if I am asking is a smartphone addiction associated with poor sleep quality, I am looking for a relationship between these two variables. And if I can really predicts smartphone addiction, now I can make a so these are research questions. And because questions are different, the statistical test will also be different. So that's why we don't start by asking which button should I click in SPSS. We start by asking what is the research question, and the research question decide the statistical test, not the software. Whatever software we use, the statistical test what we will use, it will be decided by the question, what sort of question we are going to explore. Now, suppose we have chosen and performed the right statistical test and we have results. The software has given us results in the form of numbers and tables. But do numbers automatically become evidence? After collecting data, we have numbers. We have data in the form of qualitative numbers. But do you think that those numbers are actually the evidence? So here comes our next decision, how we can turn our numbers into evidence. If you see in the example paper, research paper, at the in table 2, page number 6, you will see regression results in the table. If you are not from a research background, definitely you will see on those numbers, and you will not be able to understand what is that. You will not be able to see what is the story behind that. The terms like odd ratio, confidence interval, p-value, regression confidence, these values may be confusing for you. But each one can tell us something important about the study. Each one, like odds ratio, tells something different. Confidence intervals tells something different. P-value, regression coefficient. So we have to understand the numbers, what they are telling. If you want to become a successful researcher, you should be able to understand what these numbers are saying. If because these numbers actually help us understand which factors are related to smartphone addiction in this paper. These numbers are telling how strong these relationships are, and whether the findings are likely to be real or happen by chance. So all these answers these numbers tell us. Running SPSS is only one step. Running any software, learning Python, running R, these all are just one step running a software. The most important skill is understanding what the results mean, and what is explaining them correctly, how we can explain those numbers correctly. So numbers alone are nothing until you are unable to find a story from those numbers. So what researchers do, uh, they actually find a good story from those numbers. They actually trying to find out the answers, what those numbers are giving for your question. So at MedEd learning route, you will learn how to turn these numbers into meaningful answers and uncover the hidden research data. Okay, now we have numbers also. We know the story also. You have done the research, you find out the answer of the question. Now the next thing is how it will become the part of scientific knowledge. It will definitely, it is up to you. You have found solution, you have done everything. So the answer is we first have to communicate our findings. Uh, it brings the next step, the next hidden decision, writing scientific results, right? How you will write your scientific results. So many students think that the research ends after running SPSS actually, but SPSS is not the end of research. It is the beginning of scientific writing. Like we have data, we have tables, and then these data and this table, what we interpret from that actually it goes to scientific writing, and then we publish that in a paper. So it publishes scientific evidence presented in a clear and logical way. So, what is the job of a good researcher? Job of a good researcher is to explain what your research mean, what your results mean, why they matter, and how they answer the research question. Once your research is published, it is become the part of scientific literature. Is it enough to have a single study? You have completed until now you have completed a study, you have published a study, but the next question is it enough to have a single study? So the answer is no, because the scientific knowledge is not built from a single study. One published paper rarely changes the medical practice by itself. So every research paper adds one piece to a much larger puzzle. Every research paper contributes one piece of evidence actually. So all evidence contribute to change the medical practice. So over time, many studies, like we have seen one study now, the one study, similarly, there would be many studies over the time on the same topic from different parts of the world. So over the time, when these all studies combine together, it becomes the next step of our evidence. Next question is what research we have done until now, a single paper, where it lies in the evidence. You can see in the slide different levels of the research designs. So in the base, there is expert opinion, then comes case report, case series, cross-sectional studies, case control studies, cohort studies, randomized control step trials, and at the top, there is systematic review and meta-analysis. Systematic review and meta-analysis is actually the step where we combine different studies or about a single paper. So it is the highest level of evidence. Our goal is to achieve the highest level. The paper I have given you just now is cross-sectional study. So we can see it like just imagine a doctor wants to know does a treatment really work. So should they rely on one case report, one case control study, or one randomized trial, or should they look at the results of many studies together? So definitely, many studies together will be the correct answer. This is why the scientific evidence is organized into different levels. So first level of evidence come from expert opinion, the second level of evidence. So the evidence pile up at the end. We find a combination of all studies and combination of all evidence that's called systematic review and meta-analysis. can see as we move up from in the pyramid, the confidence in the evidence generally increase because the combination of multiple studies reduce the influence, chance, and bias. As many evidence are coming, so in every pile of the evidence reduce the chances of bias. That's why the systematic review is the most authentic thing which we have to do. The paper we have studied where it lies in this evidence pyramid. It lies in between. Our paper, it contributes valuable knowledge, but imagine that 10 researchers around the world conduct similar studies. Some find an association, some don't find association. So what? What you will think? Is it both variables are okay? That's here what we were talking about meta-analysis on left. Let's imagine you have four different researchers study about the same question. Each researcher conducts one independent study. One study gives us the answer, and second energy gives another answer, perhaps from different population. Different population changes, so effect can change. So the answer is different. Then the third study comes from another part, and it may have reports slightly different findings. Then comes another fourth study, which adds more evidence. So now imagine if we rely on one study, so the results are coming different in all studies. How we can rely on one study? We combine for this purpose for the evidence. The highest level of evidence is the meta-analysis, where we combine all of the evidence coming from different part of the world, and instead uh, don't collect studies which are coming from different part of the world. Many high quality, we select the high quality studies from different part of the world, which are answering the same question, and then we combine them to make a single study, and that's called meta-analysis or systematic review. Because both uses too much data than a single study. So its conclusion are usually more accurate and more reliable. And that's why meta-analysis is considered the highest level of scientific evidence. So individual studies are definitely they can be different. They may include different people, different sample size, according to their research design, different research methods they can use. So our meta-analysis bring all of those studies together. Instead of looking at one small piece of puzzle, it looks at the whole picture. That gives us stronger evidence for making healthcare and policy decisions. So we have learned that meta-analysis provides the strongest evidence, but uh, here is the final question as a future researcher. What kind of researcher should we aim to become? Where we should go? So think back to when you first started learning research. Most of us started as student. So what was the aim when we are student? When we are a student, our first goal is simply to understand the basics of anything. So when we learn more, we begin analyzing data. When once we learn the basics, we learn the how we can analyze our data which we collected, and then but we only analyzing data is not enough. We have to know how our research is conducted. So research methodology at next step, we combined research methodology and data analysis. And we are at this point we are able to uh, at this point we are able to conduct a full independently. Then comes the next level. We are able to combine all studies together, and it becomes a systematic review or literature. And after that, the next step is we can do this work with speed. We can accelerate the process. And what is that? That is AI. So if you are an AI augmented researcher, that adds another benefit that you can do whatever you are doing. You can do it speedily. And at the next level, it comes the knowledge creator. So our goal is to become a knowledge creator who contributes towards the policy, who contributes towards the major decisions being taken in healthcare. So starting from student to the knowledge creator, our aim in this course will be to make you able to go to the position of knowledge creator. Here comes the role of AI. I will explain here what is the future of research. If we see uh, AI, there comes the question in many people's mind: will artificial intelligence replace researchers? If I ask some students, so I find different answers from them. Some people say yes, it will replace. Some people say no, it will not replace, and some say yes, partly it will replace. So, what is my opinion? My opinion is no. The AI will not replace researchers actually, but researchers who know how to use AI, they will be more effective, and they will actually replace those researchers who don't know how to use AI effectively. So think of AI as a very intelligent assistant. It can help you search thousands of research papers in minutes, which were taking more time before. You can summarize long articles. You can improve your writing. You can help with coding and data analysis. You can create tables, figures, and presentations using AI. So when you use AI for these tasks, it will save a lot of time for you. But AI cannot replace many things in a researcher, it cannot replace your creative thinking, your critical thinking, your scientific reasoning. It cannot change ethical decision making, your subject knowledge and experience. So what I think the future is not human versus AI. It's human working with AI. So best researchers of future will be those who know how to combine both. So in our program, we have 2 to 3 courses of AI, especially AI-enabled data analytics and AI-enabled meta analysis. So these courses will extensively increase the capabilities and skills of you as a future researcher.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. With the previous slide, so what you mentioned, I want to
Yes.
tell something that the AI will not replace the researchers. So that's how the AI will not replace the doctors. People say that in
Yes.
future AI will replace the doctor, but AI, the doctors who know the AI, they will be at above level the doctors who don't know the AI. Okay, like the doctors who know the advanced level of medication, advanced level of researches, anything like that, so advanced treatment, they are now above at level the people who are still working at the 2000 area, 2010 area, 10,004. So that's how, like right now when I do the clerking, when I put the notes, I use AI and ChatGPT. Yeah, there are many colleagues who know how you do the quick notes, put the notes. So I send a voice note, the ChatGPT. I have given him a command that make these notes in my format which I have given you already. So it, like I have to make a summary. of my all notes and send it to the GP. So it would take about to type about 10 minutes. I asked the ChatGPT, this is my all the history I have taken it, and make the history notes and then make the summary. So it does it in a second, 10 seconds. So that saves me 10 minutes. So I can look after another patient. So that's the valid point. Thank you very much. Rehan bhai, you can continue.
Yes. Now let's look at the complete journey we have gone through. In this process, every research project begins with research. We collect data and answer a question. Then that research provide evidence. When many researchers contribute evidence over time, it becomes scientific knowledge. That knowledge helps governments, hospitals, different organizations who make better policies and guidelines. And good policies ultimately improve the public health and people's life. So remember, research is not just about publishing a paper. Publication is only one step. The real goal of research is to create the knowledge that makes a difference in the real world. So every well conducted study adds one more piece to the bigger picture, and every methodological decision you make, from choosing the right study decision to selecting the right statistical test, affects the quality of evidence that eventually research reach patients, communities, and policymakers. So here's, I think, a complete journey of research paper concludes. Uh, Now, for this journey, what we are introducing actually uh, in our program, we are introducing a research mastery pathway. In this pathway, we have started from a complete skill of research design. And see, our first course is the research methodology mastery. In this course, we will teach you how to completely design a research, how to do literature review, finding research gap, and proposal writing, scientific writing, everything we will teach you in this course. After doing research, you know how to do a research, you collected data, but you don't know how to analyze that data. So for that, next step, we have data analytics. And from the basic tool is for analysis is SPSS. So in this course, we will teach you the basics of data analytics actually. What are the main steps of data analytics, and how we will conduct data analysis in SPSS. So analyzing, as I told you earlier, so that learning a tool is not productive. Actually, the researcher thinking is that tool is not important. Important is how to able to understand what that tool is saying, what the results are saying. So we will teach you in SPSS when you do some analysis, the what results are saying to you, how they speak to you, what is that language. That language, learning of that language is actually important. What story the numbers are telling you. So in this course of data analytics using SPSS, we will teach you how to use the software of SPSS. But the more important thing will be the thinking that you know that what the outcome means actually. Then after doing a research methodology and data analysis, you will be an independent researcher. You know how to conduct a complete study. You will be able to do a single study independently. But the next step will be meta-analysis. You will be able to combine all those studies in this course, and or using a Revman software. Revman is the basic software we use for meta-analysis, for combining most of the studies. Then in at advanced level, we will use meta-analysis using R. R language. R language give us some additional benefits on Revman. In Revman, we can do some basic meta-analysis, and in R, we can do extensive data analysis also. with more data we have. Then one course we are introducing is AI-enabled data analytics. From here we will add AI, and we will let you know how the whole process of analysis you can do in minutes only. So when we will learn in this language, Python language. The goal is not to learn language actually. The goal is to learn uh, how researchers use that language and how researchers can speed up their work using Python. And the last course we are going to introduce in this series is AI-enabled meta-analysis. So before we did meta-analysis using RevMan, we did meta-analysis using R. Then we will use AI, and how with the use of AI, we will not, obviously it's difficult for uh, people who are not from the background of IT to do coding. So AI will be the best solution for that. It will it will help us to bypass the coding section, and we will not indulge in extensive coding. Instead of that coding, we will use AI tools. So it will how we will make meta-analysis easy with the help of AI. This course will teach that skill. Okay, now the complete journey will be from research methodology, SPSS analytics, RevMan systematic review, R programming, data analytics, AI meta-analysis and publication. In every step in whole journey, wherever you need our help, we will be there for you. If you need publication, we will be there with you to help you in your publication. If you want any consultancy at any step in the complete research journey, we will provide complete consultancy to you. Hope you have understand all the steps of the research journey. So let's conclude our webinar here. And thank you so much for your time to participate in this and to know what we are going to teach you in the whole journey.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Jayan bhai. Can you make me the host? I can share something with all of
Yes.
you. Invite Jangir bhai if Jangir bhai is here. So, are you here, Jangir bhai?
Thank you so much. This is Dr. Mohammad Jahangir, PhD Biochemistry and working as Director ORIC at Lahore University of Biological and Applied Sciences, basically known as LMDC, Lahore Medical and Dental College, affiliated university, HEC, Chartered University, UBAS. And my previous experience was as a senior research officer at PCS IR, about 3 to 4 years. And thank you so much, Khizar bhai, for inviting me on this valuable webinar. Basically, scientific publications are the cornerstone of the academic and research excellence. अब जितने भी हम रिसर्च एक्सीलेंसी की बात करते हैं, चाहे वो आपकी बैचलर्स डिग्रीज हो, मास्टर डिग्रीज हो, पीएचडी डिग्रीज हो, एंड खास तौर पे एमबीबीएस और एमबीबीएस से रेलिवेंट जितने भी मेडिकल फील्ड हैं, अब उसमें पब्लिकेशंस का बहुत ज़्यादा रोल होता है। जैसे कोई भी हम रिसर्च अपनी कंडक्ट करते हैं, अब रिसर्च जो कंडक्ट करते हैं उसके अंदर हमारी जो बेसिकली जो हमारा कोर्स है, जो कोर्स हमने डिज़ाइन की है, इन दिस कोर्स वी विल teach how to plan a research, study the review of literature, research methodology for different experimental designs, sample size determinations, data collections techniques, laboratory and clinical research methods, and different very important statistical analysis and scientific writing, and most last but not the least, this is the publication ethics and publications of the article through journal selections to peer review and review. अब ये इसमें जो जनरल सिलेक्शन की बात आती है, तो पाकिस्तान के अंदर काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें ऐसी हैं कि जब हम XYZ कैटेगरी में डब्ल्यू कैटेगरी इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर एंड अदर एक्स सम इम्पैक्ट फैक्टर सम आर with the non-impact factor, and why is only affiliated with the HEC. बट इंटरनेशनली हम कंसिडर करते हैं क्वार्टाइल कैटेगरी Q1, Q2, Q3 एंड Q4, और इसी तमाम जो हमारी रिसर्च है उसको कैसे हमने कंडक्ट करना है, कंडक्ट करने के बाद उसको किस तरह राइट अप करना है, ठीक है, उसमें प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट्स को कैसे डिफाइन करना है, उसमें स्टैटिस्टिकल एनालिसिस जो, क्योंकि स्टैट हर बंदा नहीं लगा सकता, जैसे अभी रेहान भाई ने इसमें एक्सप्लेन किया था कि स्टैट एनालिसिस करना एक स्टैट एक्सपर्ट का भी काम नहीं होता। कभी कभार किसी एक टॉपिक को लेके आप उसमें उस टॉपिक से रिलेटेड कौन सी स्टैट अप्लाई होनी है, चाहे वो डिस्क्रिप्टिव स्टैटिस्टिक्स है या फिर क्वांटिटेटिव स्टैटिस्टिक्स है, उसमें कौन सी पैरामीटर को हमने चेक करना है और डाटा को वैलिडेट करना, उसके बाद हम उसको पब्लिकेशन की तरफ से लेके जाते हैं। और उसमें जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट जो एक रिसर्च आइडिया है, उसमें 5 से 6 क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जो कि मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट होते हैं। व्हाट द प्रॉब्लम एग्जिस्ट, अगर आपका टॉपिक आपकी रिसर्च किसी प्रॉब्लम को आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर रही और प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन नहीं दे रही, देन उस रिसर्च का कोई बेनिफिट नहीं। एंड व्हाई इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट, अब इम्पोर्टेंट किस वजह से हो सकती है कि क्या वो सोसाइटी का वो प्रॉब्लम जो है ना उसको सोल्यूशन दे रही है, कोई ना कोई सोसाइटी को बेनिफिट है कि नहीं है, और उसमें बेनिफिट्स किस किस को हैं, कौन सी सोसाइटी को हैं, किस एरिया को हैं, क्या ये जो रिसर्च है वो नॉवल है कि नहीं है, इज इट फिजिबल, आप उस एरिया में अपने रिसोर्सेज के अंदर रह के वो रिसर्च कर भी सकते हैं कि नहीं, कैन आई पब्लिश इट। These are the questions: what problem exists, why it is important, who benefits, is it novel, it is feasible, can I publish it, and many other sources of the research ideas we will discuss in the courses, and daily clinical practices, laboratory observations, literature gaps, industry problems, government priorities, SDGs, जो कि मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट है किसी भी रिसर्च को एक्सिक्यूट करने के लिए, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस यूज, कॉन्फ्रेंसेस, डिस्कशन विद मेंटोर्स। लिटरेचर रिव्यू के अंदर हमने जो बेसिकली चीजें, हमने जो पर्पस है हमारा इन कोर्सेज को करवाने का, कि करंट नॉलेज को अंडरस्टैंड करना, आइडेंटिफाई द रिसर्च गैप। जब तक किसी भी रिसर्च के अंदर अगर गैप को फिल आउट नहीं किया जा रहा, वो रिसर्च कभी भी पब्लिशेबल नहीं होती। डुप्लीकेशन से अवॉइड करना है, इम्प्रूव the methodology, और databases के लिए many of you know the PubMed, Google Scholar, Scopus, Web of Science, ScienceDirect, Springer Link, and OneWay, ये Wiley Online Library और many other resources, databases are available जहाँ से हम डेटा को लेके चल सकते हैं। एंड उसके बाद जितना भी हमने जो स्टडी करनी है, कोर्सेज जितने भी हमने डिजाइन किए हैं, ये सारी चीजें कोर्सेज के अंदर हमने सिखानी है। ये वाली जितनी भी एक पब्लिकेशन रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट को स्टार्ट से लेकर उसको पब्लिकेशन तक लेके जाना, कि हमने क्या टॉपिक चूज किया, उस टॉपिक को चूज करने के बाद हमने उसमें कौन से रिसर्च गैप को फाइंड आउट किया, उसकी प्लानिंग, एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ द रिसर्च, उसके बाद उसके अंदर वेरी एडवांस किस्म के हमने स्टैटिस्टिक्स टूल्स जो है ना, हम जैसे कि किसी भी रिसर्च गैप को किस तरह से डिफाइन करते हैं कि या तो वो डिफरेंट पॉपुलेशन होनी चाहिए, डिफरेंट डोसेज होनी चाहिए, कि अगर हम किसी ड्रग डिजाइन की बात कर रहे हैं या ड्रग कैंडिडेट की बात कर रहे हैं जो कि हम किसी भी एनिमल पॉपुलेशन के ऊपर अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, या फिर ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन के अंदर हम ट्रायल, एनिमल ट्रायल, ह्यूमन ट्रायल लगा रहे हैं, डिफरेंट मेथोडोलॉजी होनी चाहिए, न्यू बायोमार्कर आइडेंटिफाइड होना चाहिए, न्यू डिजीज मॉडल होना चाहिए, या फिर न्यू फार्मुलेशन होनी चाहिए। ये जो भी गैप्स हैं इनको भी हमने फिल आउट करना है। रिसर्च क्वेश्चंस हमारे कंप्लीट होने चाहिए, फिजिबल होना चाहिए, इंटरेस्टिंग होना चाहिए, नोवल होना चाहिए, एथिकली करेक्ट होना चाहिए, मोस्ट रेलिवेंट टू द योर फील्ड होना चाहिए, चाहे वो MBBS है, PTS है, ठीक है। उसके बाद आपके रेडियोलॉजी हैं, आपके टेक्निकल जितने भी फील्ड आ जाते हैं। बेसिकली मेरी डिग्री PhD बायोकेमिस्ट्री विद मोर देन 100 पब्लिकेशन। अब ये पब्लिकेशंस जो है ना, वो एक ट्रिक है जो हम परफॉर्म करते हैं, जो हम सिखाते हैं कि आपने किसी डाटा को एक सिंगल एजेंडा से लेकर उसको पब्लिकेशन तक कैसे लेके जाता है विद मिनिमम टाइम। ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने एक जो टाइटल है, ये टॉपिक अभी स्टार्ट किया, उसको 2 साल लगे पब्लिश करवाने में। स्टार्ट में ऐसा ही लगता है, हमें भी लगे हैं ये चीज़ें सीखने में टाइम लगता है, लेकिन अब हमारे पास वो शॉर्ट कीज़ हैं, वो हमारे पास ऐसे पॉइंट्स हैं जिनको हमने ट्रेनिंग का पार्ट बनाया है, ताकि उस ट्रेनिंग के अंदर हम वो चीज़ें सिखा सकें कि एक टॉपिक सिलेक्शन कैसे होती है, उसके अंदर रिसर्च गैप को कैसे फाइंड आउट करते हैं, उसके रिसर्च गैप को, उस स्टडी को कैसे फिजिबल बनाना है, अगर फिजिबल है तो नहीं है, डिफरेंट कोलैबोरेशन ऑफ लैब्स के साथ, डिफरेंट यूनिवर्सिटीज कोलैबोरेशन के साथ हम वो रिसर्च को एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं। और पब्लिकेशंस के लिए आप इंडिपेंडेंट हो जाएंगे, जो हमारी इन कोर्सेज का बेनिफिट है कि किसी के पीछे भागना नहीं पड़ेगा। पब्लिकेशन की वैल्यू आप सबको पता है। अगर आप बायोलॉजिकल साइंस में किसी भी फील्ड में ताल्लुक करते हैं, लाइक एमफिल एंड पीएचडी कर रहे हैं, तो आपको सुपरवाइजर या ऐसे टीचर्स के साथ आपका हो जाता है कि वो आपके साथ कोऑपरेट नहीं कर पा रहे, तो you will be the independent person to publish your own research without any hesitation, without any issue from any person. So ये वो पॉइंट हैं जो कि बेसिकली आपको किसी भी लेवल पे काम आते हैं, चाहे आप वो WXYZ कैटेगरी में करवाना चाहते हैं, चाहे आप इंटरनेशनली Q1 Q2 Q। अभी रिसेंटली एक और न्यू चीज आपको शेयर करता जाऊँ कि चाइना ने अभी जो MDPI के जर्नल है उनको जो एक्सेप्ट करते थे वो करना छोड़ दिया, रिजेक्ट कर दिया उन्होंने, क्योंकि MDPI भी जो है ना पैसे लेके पब्लिकेशन कर रहे हैं। सो इस तरह की वो चीजें जो आपको मुस्तकबिल में परेशानी से बचा सके, वो सारी हमारी इन कोर्सेज का पार्ट है। और इसमें जैसे हमारे पास रिसर्च डिजाइन में कौन कौन से डिजाइन हो सकते हैं, वो एक्सपेरिमेंटल डिजाइन हो सकते हैं, ऑब्जर्वेशनल हो सकते हैं। अभी रेहान भाई ने आपको एक कंट्रोल स्टडी के बारे में बताया, ठीक है, वो एक सर्वे बेस्ड स्टडी था। इसी तरह से आप एक्सपेरिमेंटल रिसर्च डिजाइन कर सकते हैं, आप ऑब्जर्वेशनल स्टडी कर सकते हैं, आप क्रॉस सेक्शनल स्टडी कर सकते हैं, आप केस कंट्रोल डिजाइन कर सकते हैं, कोहॉर्ट डिजाइन कर सकते हैं, रैंडमाइज क्लिनिकल ट्रायल लगा सकते हैं आप, ठीक है। और इसी तरह से सैंपल साइज आपके डिफरेंट हो सकते हैं, इंक्लूजन एक्सक्लूजन क्राइटेरिया हो सकते हैं, आपके रैंडमाइजेशन टेक्निक यूज कर सकते हैं, आप डिफरेंट कंट्रोल यूज कर सकते हैं। डाटा कलेक्शन के लिए आपके पास एक्यूरेसी, कंसिस्टेंसी, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, लाइब्रेरी एंड लेबोरेटरी नोटबुक्स, ISOP कंपाइलेंस और स्टैटिस्टिक्स, जो कि मेजर 3 चीजें आप याद रखिएगा कि एक रिसर्च का 3 चीजें मेन पार्ट होती हैं। टॉपिक नॉवल के बाद मेथडोलॉजी यूनिक के बाद सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट होता है स्टैटिस्टिकल एनालिसिस, कि वो कोई भी डाटा किस हद तक उसमें नोवेलिटी है, या हम डाटा की डिस्कशन जो करते हैं उसमें जो बेहतरीन किस्म की स्टैटिस्टिक्स होती है जो कि किसी भी डाटा को यूनिक बनाती है, उसमें SPSS का यूज है, ग्राफ पैड एंड प्रिज्म का यूज है, R लैंग्वेज का यूज है, SAS का यूज है, एक्सेल का यूज है। कॉमन टेस्ट के अंदर हमारे पास T टेस्ट आ जाते हैं, अनोवा टेस्ट आ जाते हैं, एनालिसिस ऑफ वेरिएंस, स्केयर टेस्ट आ जाते हैं, रिग्रेशन, कोरिलेशन, ये सारे के सारे स्टैटिस्टिक्स भी हमारे इस कोर्स का पार्ट है। तो बेसिकली हमने जो कोर्स डिजाइन किया है, ये कोर्स इन फ्रॉम सिलेक्शन ऑफ अ टॉपिक टू द पब्लिकेशन ऑफ अ रिसर्च, आप वो इंडिपेंडेंट पब्लिकेशन करवाना चाह रहे हैं, आप किसी के साथ ज्वाइंटली पब्लिकेशन करवाना चाह रहे हैं, किस एरिया में, किस फील्ड में, किस जर्नल में, किस पब्लिशर के साथ आप करवाना चाह रहे हैं, आपको कहीं भी कोई इशू नहीं होगा। ये बेसिकली हमारे कोर्स का पार्ट है। डॉक्टर मोहम्मद जहांगीर, थैंक यू सो मच। एनी क्वेश्चन प्लीज, हैव अ टाइम प्लीज। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, Jahangir bhai. So, thank you for your time. So, what the Rehan bhai has said, and the same things has been said by the Jahangir bhai, that there are many people who are getting the money and they publish. And when you are appearing in the interview, when you said someone to show that I have published a paper, so when they ask the question, any researcher who knows about the research, who knows about the publication, they assess you on the first question that you don't know anything about the research, okay? Because you have give a money, you have given a money. After that, you have your paper have been published. They know in like as an emergency physician, I worked as a specialist, as a head of department. We get the interview, so we know on our first and second question. First and second question, we know that the people know nothing about the emergency, that he have worked, what he has written in the CV, he knows about it or not. So that's how in my when the job I am working on it. So they asked me about what the recent paper you have read. I told them, and they said what the shortcomings, what the weaknesses you have found in that meta-analysis. So what that was the question they asked me, and when I told them, and they were very happy that. So that's how it's important. So thank you very much, Jahangir Bhai. We will stay in contact with you, and we will give your experience benefits to all of the person who will join us. Okay. So Rehan Bhai, continue. So stay tuned with us. I will explain that how we are gonna conduct uh, these courses and what would be in it, what would be the cost. So it was an extensive session, and I joined the MPhil Public Health because the people were not doing anything, so they joined the MPhil Public Health. They want to do any MPhil, so that's how I joined it, and then I started to take interest. But first semester I did it I wasted my time. But from second semester I started to take interest, and instead of that I did not know, from getting a degree from the Punjab University. Instead of no, we did not know that how to do research, because the degree is different, but the skill is different. Okay, so that's why it's matter. And then I learned it from the different class fellows, uh, because it's top me, Prihan Bhai, and there are one to two more. So you don't need any degree to do a research. That's why we have decided to conduct this session. So I will be sharing one slide with you. So how Dr. Rian Bhai has explained that what would be in our courses. So these are our courses. You can join it. We will be starting from July, first week or second week of July. So research design, data analysis, and scientific publication. Okay, that would be 16 classes. And but what how it will be different, that if we are teaching you, and at the end we will make you capable that you can do your own research, and we will also help out in that matter. Until if you are doing, we are starting doing any publication and research paper, any research, so we will help you. So we will help you so you can publish, and we will be also involved in that publication. So that how we will help you. And SPSS is very important for research and data analysis. Meta analysis using RevMan, so that's AI enabled data. So if anyone want to attend all of the things together, so that would be a discounted price. And there is you have been added in the WhatsApp. Their number is given. On this number you can get the more information about it. Okay, so that's we conclude the today webinar. Thank you very much, and it will also be uploaded on the YouTube and the Facebook. You can watch it, and you can share with your friends. So anyone want to give the feedback, you can give the feedback. You got any idea, any question, you can ask. If you have any question in your mind, you can ask. If you want to
Salcom, sir.
give-
Hello, Salcom, sir.
Walaikum Assalam.
Sir, can you tell me at what minimum time period we can do a research, at least?
It depends. It depends that how type of research you're doing, what is the uh, mean your sample size, what type. So it depends on all these things. What time, how much time you are giving it. It varies from research to research. There are many researches. It can take 6 months, 4 months, so that, and then you have to submit after that to the journal. They review it, they publish it. So it depends on that. There are many factors on which. Sayan Bhai, if you want to add.
Yes, Dr. Fizzer, you explained well. Actually, it depends on you how quickly you learn the skills. And as I told you, we are going to add AI in this. So if you learn the AI, you will speed up this process too much, and it will save a lot of time of you for this research. And definitely experience also matter in this. How much experience you are, if you will be more experienced, you will be able to save more time in this. So it comes with time.
Okay, Dr. SN, you have asked, yeah, they asked about the research. If you have done research, you have mentioned that I have published a paper research. When you are filling the NHS job application, there is a one tick box that have you done any research? Have you published any paper? So that's article. So they asked about it, and sometime they also asked about the question related to that. Any other question? Anything? Anyone? So either we should conclude it. So can anyone share the WhatsApp group we have made for it? So you can get more information about it and you can join it. And we are, you can give the feedback on Facebook. I am going to share the link for feedback and WhatsApp group. Where is the WhatsApp group? Yeah, we will, because for doing the research, it depends on the iPhone. What's your name? I don't know. So, but we will do that. We will also teach you how to do the research, Aliyah. Thank you. So we will teach you how to do the research, and we will also help you publish a paper. If you are doing the research, you're collecting your data, you're doing your task completely. Like I am teaching MRCEM primary, MRCEM SPS. So I revise the code 3 times. If anyone is with me, I am teaching. I have revised the code 3 times for them, and they have not revised it. It's not my fault. Okay, so it's their fault. At the end, last month they say we are not prepared because we only did one revision. Although I have revised it for 3 times for them, so that's on them that they have not. If we are teaching you, we are teaching you that, like I was saying, that I did not learn anything. That was not the teacher's fault. Okay, that was the fault on me because I was not doing my task properly when the teachers are teaching during my semesters. Okay, that Rehan Bhai, Munib, Vikas, and they were also teaching with me. They were also learning with me because they were focused on the research on the MPhil public health. I was focused on different things. So that's matter. When you are uh, learning from us, so you must, whatever the Rehan Bhai is telling you, you must follow it. Then you are gonna publish a paper at the end of it. That's my point.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, will you help us in publishing in the international journal also?
Yeah, we will help you. If you know, if your publication is good, your topic is good, and you have done a great work, then any journal will publish it. Okay. So my first publication was with Vakas by and the teachers and me. So we publish it in an international journal. So we only send the our paper to them, and they reviewed it and they accepted, and then we paid the fee. So, but you have to pay a fee. Okay, we will help you for that. We will also help you for publishing in the international journal. I know that PubMed related and all that journals. I know they got a mark, so we will help you for that.
Thank you, sir. One more question, sir. How much time we have to give per day, because we also do jobs. So
Yeah, we will provide the recordings. Don't worry. Okay, but so for me, what I say, I am teaching from last 4 to 5 years. So what I say, if you're attending a live session, that's a good thing, because when you're attending a live session, you are attentive, you're getting a knowledge, but you will also provide you recordings for that. Okay, you can watch the recording, you can make your notes, and you can, and we are planning to give you the certificates for that you have attending the course. Okay, that also is good for you. You can submit it and
that's really
you
good.
write on the CV. Yeah, you can write on your CV.
Thank you, sir. Sir,
And
research, it's very, like, we find it very difficult because nobody teaches us during our training. So,
yeah. No one teaches us. Either the assistant professor or professor, they ask you give money to someone and get to publish it. Just finish the job. Yeah, that they do it. So that's why I have started it because many of my junior doctors, my colleagues, so there are many junior doctors who met me during my visit, and so they said, Firdabai, I have only one thing left. That is, I have not the research done, any publication. I don't I don't want to be done it after paying money. So I want to do it. So can you teach me? I said I can't teach you. So I don't have a lot of time to teach you. So that's how when the many people asked me. So that's I decided that I should ask someone to do it. So I requested many my class fellows and many Vakas, they did not accept it. But Rihan Bhai, I'm very thankful that instead of a busy schedule, he is on a very big post in the PLAB and also working as a lecturer in Punjab University. He accepted my offer and he said that, yeah, I will teach because he loved to teach. Okay, any other question? Anyone? Then
okay.
either we finish.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You are doing very great job. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, I think we should finish. Thank you, Rihan Bhai, Jahangir Bhai, and the admin, and all of the people who attended. So, thank you very much.